So in this video, I want to cover lead generation and generating leads. And there's two ways to do that. There's free and then there's paid for. Now, the difference between free and paid for, well, obviously free is free, but it's going to take more of your time, your physical time and effort into getting those type of leads, right? But you can absolutely do your first deal like that. And paid for is when you are pulling a list using software like PropStream and marketing to that list and letting the leads come into you and stuff like that, which is obviously going to be more effective and a lot easier to scale and do more volume and revenue. But it really just depends on where you're at in your journey. I started off having to do free because I didn't have any money to get me going. And then I invested in the marketing and was able to build that up as I went. So let's start off with free, right? You can use sites like Zillow, For Sale by Owner, Craigslist, stuff like that in order to find some free leads. So just search any market. So I'm going to go ahead and search Chattanooga, Tennessee. And you're going to use these sites to look for sale by owner. That's what you're looking for. So owner posted. I'm not going to mess with the foreclosure auction date on this because it's a little bit weird um, and not fully accurate. But let's go ahead and have it filtered from low to high as well. You can filter it any other way. But here we go. And what we're doing is we're looking for like distressed property situations. You can see this looks like a trailer, actually, right? And it's just nasty. Now I'll tell you what, you can make an offer on this guy. They're asking 130 and a trailer nowhere like this in this condition is worth that much. But yeah, that's why you have people who have properties on the market and forever. And you can still have a conversation with this guy and make an offer. Now, whether they're going to accept or not, who knows? But you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So let's go here. You can see you got this property on Dodson Ave. Now we actually just bought and sold a property, like literally on Dodson Ave, not too long ago. So I'm very familiar with this area. But you can see that they're asking 139,000, which is, you know, retail in this area is probably like 180 if you were to flip it, in great condition. So it's not, full retail. It is discounted. We actually sold ours. We dispoed ours at 105,000. So heck, it's worth having a conversation. See, look at 178. It's worth having a conversation, building a rapport, and making an offer. You can see that they've had this property on the market for quite some time. So right here is you'll see they've had it on for 58 days. And right here is the property owner's contact information. Literally, there you go. There's one free lead. And remember, I said, make 100 offers. I guarantee you'll get a yes, right? So if you made 25 offers a week, you can have your first deal in less than 30 days, right? Just by making 100 offers. 100 offers, less than 30 days, get your first deal, land you 10 to 20K, period. Um, so just like this. So there's one lead I can call, one person I can make an offer to, right? And then you just continue to scroll through here, looking for distress situations, uh, right? And you can call for sale by owners and make offers to them, right? So that's one way. Another resource I like is for rent, right? For rent. This is kind of like a golden nugget for me, is because for rent leads, um, they're vacant properties. Maybe you have a tired landlord who wants to sell, somebody who maybe just had not the best tenant experience, maybe had to evict. So you can look for kind of distressed looking for rent properties. Maybe the homeowner didn't even consider or think that they could even sell, right? So I'm not looking for anything with a property management company. Again, I'm looking for owner, right? So like I'll click here and it looks very outdated appliances, but I can scroll down right here and okay, I can see it's through a realty company. So I'm looking for a direct to owner, not an agent, not a gatekeeper. Um, and stuff like that. So like, look, here's this duplex right here. Boom. Let's see what it says. Boom. So this is a lot of sorting and filtering. Remember, this is free leads, so you're gonna have to scrub the internet and lots of different resources like Zillow, Craigslist, and stuff like that. And again, I said it's gonna take a lot more of your time. So here we go. Again, property management company or filtering through. And you can do this on multiple sites, for sale by owner, Zillow, uh, Craigslist, and stuff like that. See these little stickers, property management company, that looks like it's fairly redone. And you're literally just going to be checking this stuff all the time until you get a direct owner, leasing agent, a direct owner. Boom, listed by property owner. That's what you want to look for. And you can call Candace directly and say, hey, I see that you have this duplex in Chattanooga off Lilac Avenue. Didn't know if you ever thought about maybe selling the property, but I'm looking for an investment property in the area. And then you can go ahead and have a discussion from there. You'll be surprised on how many times they would say, yeah, I would consider an offer. Boom. All right. So for sale by owner, for rent by owner, and then you can utilize powerful resources like Facebook and social media. Facebook being my favorite because of the power of Facebook groups. So you can go ahead and log in to your Facebook, right? And then just search up groups in your area. So Chattanooga, what I would do is yard sale groups, Chattanooga, or any state yard sale, right? Any state, any county is going to have a yard sale site and probably multiple. And what you'll notice is that these sites have a lot of members, 10,000, 20,000, 8,000, whatever. There's so many yard sale sites. I mean, just like this. So you're just going to go ahead and join them all in the market. And what you can do is simply post a free ad in all these groups. For example, you can go ahead and post a free ad in all these groups for all these people to see it. And people can hit you up if they're interested, something along the lines of, uh, oh, this group has been archived. Let's look for another one. Chattanooga yard sale. All right. And we're going to go to groups. Boom. Here we go. Chattanooga. Look, 36,000 members. And look at all of them. You got Chattanooga Online Yard Sale, 5,000. Georgia, Chattanooga, 11,000. You're going to join all these groups. You know what I mean? And you can simply post on all of them, copy, paste, post your little ad. So for example, let me go ahead and join this one. All right. So I joined the group. Oh, shoot. I didn't answer the questions. Let me go ahead and, so for example, you're in here and you're going to write, looking for my next, whatever you want, like looking for something simple, fix and flip property in the area. Looking to pay cash. Looking for, all right. And you can put like a little ad out there, something very simple, and choose, one of these little background things. I just like to make it simple. For example, So, right, looking to pay cash for my next fix and flip property in the area, right? And you can post this across, whatever. DM me, you know, send me a DM. Are looking to, if you or someone you know is looking for a quick as is sale. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and short. Looking to pay cash for my next fix and flip property in the area. Send me a DM. I'm just shortening and simplifying it. Send me a DM if our quick as is sale. See, simple as that. All right. And then you can post this in multiple Facebook groups. I've actually gotten leads myself this way. What city am I from? I'm from Chattanooga. I lived there half the year. Come on now. Chattanooga. Yes. You got to answer the questions. Yes, I agree. Right. And I've gotten plenty of leads this way, but you got to be constantly marketing on these groups and stuff like that. So those are some free resources. Now we're going to get into paid, right? And honestly, this is my favorite way to do. Oh, one more free resource as well is driving for dollars. You can drive around and take down property addresses, actually use tools like PropStream to locate the property and literally send them direct mail or skip trace their number and give them a call directly. But again, all that takes your time and effort, right? All that, like literally, will take massive time and effort to get the deal, but you can absolutely do your first deal that way. Okay, so on to the next. We are we are going to cover the paid for leads now. Again, my favorite. Um, I would absolutely start off by having this essential software, uh, PropStream. You can't go wrong. This is going to be a great tool that you can use every single day in your business. I've had this software for years. It's essential to me. This is how I pull my list. This is how I skip trace lists. This is how I do driving for dollars. This is how I, send some mailers and this is an essential tool in your business. It's only $99 a month. Like, and you will get a ROI on this multiple times over. So it just is what it is. First thing that you should get for your business is probably a prop stream. And I'll leave a link as well in this module somewhere. I'll leave a link and you can go ahead and get a free 7-day trial um, through my affiliate link. So here we go. You're going to go ahead and log into PropStream, right? And this is where you'll be able to pull a list of all sorts, depending on what type of seller you're looking for, what type of marketing you're looking to do, what type of motivation you're looking for. I mean, if you're looking for off-market discounted deals, if you're looking for listing leads, if you're looking for, any of that stuff, if you're an agent, you can look for listing leads. Um, Here we go. Right. So you can use this I got to move this box. You can use this to generate your list anywhere in the US. So you can generate list, skip trace, and have a cold calling company reaching out to them, doing lead generation. You can hire your own cold callers. Um, you can call them yourself, right? Again, a lot of time and effort. You call them yourself. You can send a mail to these lists and the sellers will call you, right? So there's a lot of things that you can do. It starts with pulling the list. My favorite thing is A, either calling them directly or B, sending mail out and having them reach out to me because they're interested in selling their property. You generally get a lot hotter leads when you're sending direct mail. So for like every 10 people who call in, you're most likely going to get a deal straight up. Versus with cold calling, there can be a lot more because you reached out to them. There can be a lot more of a nurture time, right? 30, 60, 90 days between hello, nice to meet you, to actually getting the deal closed. So the power in the follow up. But if you do enough volume, you can absolutely get laydowns as well. I would never go for the laydowns. I won't expect them, but if they happen, great. And that generally happens with doing enough volume. You'll generally get a laydown. Uh, Maybe even once a month if you're doing enough volume. But then a lot of the deals come from follow up and stuff like that, even for direct mail. So cold calling, direct mail. There's other strategies out there like PPC, Facebook ads, all that stuff. But I'm just telling you what works for me is cold calling, direct mail being my favorite. Cold calling absolutely works. And then like PPC, it doesn't really meet what I'm looking for because I'm always looking for high equity. And I feel like, some of the things that I get from PPC is like uh, homeowners that don't have any equity in their property. And I'm not really focused on novations or very many subject to strategic financing type stuff, just mainly on the wholesaling, flipping, and buying rentals the way that I know how to do so. So, anyways, you can use PropStream. You can pull up any market. Let's just go ahead and I'm gonna pull a list for myself because I'm actively looking for duplexes because I wanna go ahead and continue to advance my rental portfolio. So I'm looking for 2 to 4 unit properties. Those are my favorite, multiple doors, but can still buy them like single family. So I'm gonna pull a list for duplexes that I would like to mail, right? And so um, and I can do this with multiple counties. So you're going to go ahead, you're going to start off by typing in your city, your zip code, your county, however you want to focus. If you want to focus in a certain zip code, if you want to focus in a certain city, county, right? But I'm going to go broad, right? Because I like to send a lot of mailers out, but targeted too. So I'm going to go for a Hamilton County list, right? One of my favorite areas, Hamilton County, Tennessee, right? And now I'm going to go ahead and start filtering, right? This is a great tool. So owner occupied, no, right? There's a lot of ways to filter different motivations. I can filter occupied, vacant, any of that stuff. Since I'm doing 2 to 4 units, I don't care. But if I wanted to target a vacant property list, then yeah, I can do a vacant property list using these filters. So for example, you'll see these numbers drop down. If I wanted to just hit vacants, right, and mail to them, boom, 2,152 vacant properties, right, in Hamilton County that I can mail to. But I'm going to show you some of the most important things that I use on my filter when I'm looking for high equity homeowners. So property characteristics. I can do just single family. I can do 2 to 4 unit multifamily or even large multifamilies, 5 unit plus. That's like my whale hunting list that I was talking about in an earlier post, right? And then I can go ahead and for this sake, for me, I'm going to go ahead and do 2 to 4 unit, right? Boom, there's 70 vacant 2 to 4 unit. That's a highly targeted list that I can send mail to. But in this case, I want to do more, so I'm going to say any. So boom, there is about 4,646 recorded 2 to 4 unit properties in Hamilton County, right? But that's not good enough, right? I can't just send them mail based off of that. I want to know that they're an actual good lead. So one of the most important things to filter is equity. So if I'm just going to go right down here to valuation equity mode, and I am going to say a minimum of 50% equity. Boom. So all these ones have 50% or more equity. I love to include the unknown equity because you might get stuff like inheritance or some other stuff that's just not properly recorded. So boom. And then now we're going to do some more motivational stuff. So let me put this away and I can go to ownership info, right? And I want to hit people that maybe have owned the property for, I can do 5 years or more or 10 years or more. So 2035. And then boom, I like to include the unknown sales date. So boom, brought us up to 3028, right? Those could be like inheritance or anything like that. Owner type, you can do individual, corporate, mixed trust. I find actually these days now I've done a lot of business with LLC, but it's more on the dispo side. And I have done business buying properties from LLC, but it's honestly it's not that often. So maybe I just want to target individual. You know, it's usually individual owners that have the most motivation. And sometimes when they have it on their LLC or company, you know, they got their stuff together. They're trying to do it the right way, and they're more business savvy. So most of my dispositions is writing them off to LLCs. So boom, 1819. See that really targeted just individually, not corporate, not mixed, not trust. Okay. And so here we go. I have a list right here, right? Owner occupied, non-owner occupied, 2 to 4 unit multifamily. This is just for Hamilton County. Years of ownership, 5 or more. Individually owned, unknown sales date, 50% or more equity, unknown equity. Now, this is a good targeted, motivated list, right? So what I can do now is I can take this list, right? And go ahead and check them all and then add to list, right? And I'm going to create a new list and I'm going to call this my 2 to 4 September mail because it's going to be a mail campaign. 2 to 4 September mail. All right. So go ahead, save. Now, what's cool about this is I want to add any more people to the search, you know, because that's already, you know, 1,200 pieces sent out. What I can do is once this finishes loading, which could be like, you know, a second or two, what I can do is, boom, there we go. What I can do is I have the same filter and I can add in other areas like, let's go ahead and add in Rossville, Georgia, right? Rossville, Georgia. Let's do that. Boom. All right, 102. That came under the same filter. Boom, add to list. And then I'm going to go ahead and add this to my 2 to 4 September mailer. Boom. All right, I can add in other areas that I'm interested in. Once this finishes loading, boom. So we got, you know, Chattanooga, Hamilton County, North Georgia. I can add in Cleveland, like Bradley County. See what's going on out there. Bradley County, right? Boom. All right. Add to list, right? And I'm adding this to my marketing list, right? And so you can take this list and send mail out to it. You can also take this list, run it through a skip trace using PropStream skip tracing software, or even using batch skip trace software. Both of them work, and actually call through them or have them call through. So boom. So we got Bradley County, and I'm gonna throw in Knox County. Knox County. Because I like Knox County. Tennessee. Boom. Right. add to list. 2 to 4 September mailer. Right. And I could just keep building this list out. But let me show you something real quick after this finishes loading. Right. So this is me hitting a 2 to 4 unit motivated seller search. But coming back to property characteristics, I can easily change this to 2 to 4 and single family houses, or just single family houses by unchecking that. And you'll see that the records are going to update. Boom. A lot more single family houses. But when I do direct mail, I like to target a niche so that I get the highest ROI. Most of the time for single family houses, those are the ones that we're calling through. So there's different types of motivation. There's a tired landlord. There's inheritance. Somebody who inherited the property. There is the people who've gone through a divorce and have to sell the property. Job relocation. Maybe they just bought a house and they're paying 2 mortgages. Empty nesters, they grew up in this house. Now it's too big for them because the whole family's moved out and it's just 2 people in there now. All sorts of reasons to sell, and to want to sell quickly, and go through an investment company like us. So, boom. Now you come over here to my properties, and from here you can find your marketing list. 2 to 4 unit September mailer, right? And you can export this list, and then load it in to maybe Go Big Printing if you want to use them for mailing. I like to use them for mailing. Or you can literally just go ahead and start a new postcard campaign from right here. So you can literally get the list, and then you can go ahead and send them a postcard using PropStream's postcard mailer template sender. You can do it all through here. And you can also run a skip trace through here as well so that you can contact them directly. So this is more of your paid for marketing. It's going to start with software to help systematize and automate your business. And then you can start off by pulling your list. Guys, data is king. You need good data. The better the data, the better the results. So use this, right? Pull your list, right? So that you can start sending mail, or you can start calling directly today. And so we did the free resources and we did the paid resources. Again, you can also put out Google ads if that works for you. There's people who will do your PPC for you. You can use Facebook ads. There's pay per lead resources like ispeedthelead.com, where you can go on the marketplace and just buy a lead and call them directly. Sometimes that can get pretty pricey because it can be $300 for a lead, or sometimes you get some deals and stuff like that. But these are ways to get free and paid for marketing. But the main thing is you got to start here. You've got to get the marketing out so that you can start talking to sellers, qualifying, disqualifying, and making offers. Guys, remember, right? Get to the point of making an offer. If you make 100 offers this month, you will get a deal, and that deal will give you 10 to 20K in your pocket, right? That's how it starts, right? So literally figure out a way to make 25 offers every week, especially if you're just starting off in this. We want to get you momentum. So 25 offers every week. This is how you do it. This is how you generate leads and start talking to people.